Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
27, Mike, 27.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's able to find Wallace. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go,
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 92 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Cousins gives way to Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now from the 50. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
I know you feel that.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you.
From the 24, Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now after the touchdown, here's RedRosezz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go play action. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Check, 47. Let's go, defense.
First down, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go, let's go!
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Check 99. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 4.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones throwing complete here to Tate, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cousins on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Let's go, fellas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll go to Barkley again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Saquon Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
On the set.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Even. 4 down. Even. Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed.
Vikings turn up the heat and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they'll take over in a pretty good spot right at the 35-yard line. And a blocked punt always can be such a momentum swing.
In a big way, because now the spark has been lit. Everyone gets involved with that team. And many times coaches preach, you block a punt, you block a kick, that usually leads to victory.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 29. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. On the
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And down he goes, but he takes the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit.
On first down, Barkley fighting through. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that got it into that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's a combination you want when you're running.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. The end result, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Stick the oar.
Titans on the Ringo.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Watch the pass. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 4th down, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
You draw quarters.
Back to throw again. Being chased at, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Rosas true blue on the extra point.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, switch gears. Hatchet.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones now throwing again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
X3, 218, chopper, 5.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick by Rosezz is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Go ahead.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together.
And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
Elliott good on the extra point.